She doesn't make any decisions. She has a prime minister who does it. Maybe in this country, what we really want is a figurehead like Trump. You know, just somebody dumb who then everybody around him is smart. That's how it goes.
They're not the people around him. A lot of them are not smart.
Well,
They're just complicit.
Them, that's why.
But listen, I frankly think this question, it gets asked over and over again. You know, can a black person be elected? Well, we elected one already, twice. Can a woman get elected? 3 million more votes already. So a woman has already been elected. She didn't win the electoral college, but she was elected.
Though she's about the most powerful woman in Washington right now. So anyone that says that women can't see Nancy Pelosi.
I'm sure running.
And Amy Klobuchar nailed that question in the debate the other night. That was her strongest moment when she said, "You're telling me that women can't win." Nancy Pelosi is the best example.
You know what? Maybe she will be president because if they impeach Trump and they impeach Pence, the next in line is Nancy Pelosi.
Well, that is true, right? That's what
I think maybe it's just about educating voters about the efficiency of female legislators, because if you look at it statistically, female legislators just do better. I mean, women legislators sponsor more bills, they pass more laws, they send their districts more money, they introduce legislation that specifically benefits women, they bring better funding back to their home districts. So bluntly, they just get the job done, right? They just do more. So perhaps if that's some of the messaging backed by facts and numbers,
there are issues because I'll read this. A lot of women related to testimony that former National Security member Fiona Hill made yesterday when she talked about her relationship with Trump-appointed Ambassador Gordon Sondland. So watch what she said about this.
I had a bit of a blow-up with Ambassador Sondland, and I had a couple of testy encounters with him. I hate to say it, but often when women show anger, it's not fully appreciated. It's often, pushed onto emotional issues, perhaps, or deflected onto other people. And what I was angry about was that he wasn't coordinating with us.
So, why is it a man's allowed to get angry, but a woman is brushed off as getting too emotional? I've seen, in this impeachment hearing that we've been watching, it seems like the men are angrier than any woman I've seen come up. Yovanovitch was as calm as a cucumber. Fiona is calm, and with the British accent, she's fabulous.
So, she sounded like Mary Poppins helping them make the medicine go down.
That's true.
She did.
Yes.
Well, I think it's an interesting point that you made that Hillary Clinton won the popular vote, and she got 66 million votes. So that doesn't really make any sense for this statistic that we're using, because that shows that there's a bunch of men in America that were comfortable with a woman being president. Yeah. And the reason why Trump is president is because of the Electoral College. I will say for me, where I always find myself different than most polls like this, just because you're a woman, you don't automatically get my vote. I don't vote for women just because I myself am a woman. But I'm just saying there are a lot of women that I think that, but I think there's a lot of women out there that, especially when Hillary was running, that thought, but you have to be a part of history. So you have to vote for this woman because she's a woman, and we want to see a woman president. I want to see the right woman president. But I will say, when you see the difference between how Elise Stefanik has been treated by the mainstream media and then other Congress people who are, or AOC, the difference between a conservative woman in power and a Democrat woman in power is night and day in media coverage.
I don't see that. I think AOC has gotten plenty of blowback.
But the question I present to the table, well, Elise Stefanik got her fair share as well. The question I present to the table is, are you comfortable with a conservative woman being president, with a Republican woman? Because probably not. You're probably going to vote for the Democratic man over a woman. So I think we should stop playing gender politics.
We were looking at Nikki Haley, and then she completely succumbed to the.
You never would have voted for Nikki Haley. Don't, please.
Suddenly she goes on TV and says he doesn't lie. Are you kidding me?
I'll tell you what, I don't know what Fiona Hill's politics are, and that's probably a good thing, but I would vote for her. She does not get enough credit for how good she was.
You would vote for Fiona Hill based on one testimony?
No, I vote for the fact that she has served this country and everything I know. My dad worked very close with her. She's one of the best that this country has. And she went up there yesterday. You hear stories about her. She comes from a very humble background. She talked about when she was 11 years old at school. She was taking a test, and a kid behind her caught her ponytail on fire. She took it out with her hands and then started doing the test again. She is a tough woman.
But I think that it's not that she's not a tough woman that deserves our respect for serving our country. That's not the question. The question is the American public comfortable with a Republican woman being president?
It's the same question you posed. It depends all about what woman. It's not, you can't make a generic question like that.
Harder for Republicans.
What I do think, I don't like calling it gender identity politics. I don't like that term. But it does matter. I think it does matter for little girls and little boys to be able to look up at a stage, to look at TV and see 6 women standing up there. Yeah. Little girls, your little girls are no longer going to have to ask, can a woman run for president? They're seeing 6
Congress
doing it.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay, we'll be right back. Remember Marie Kondo? She's the one to get rid of everything that doesn't spark joy in your closet. You know who she is? She built an empire on telling us to declutter our lives and only keep stuff that sparks joy. But she just opened an online store peddling tchotchkes, like a $200 tea container and a $72 trivet. I'll tell you what sparks joy for me when I buy that trivet for $1 at a yard sale. That's what sparks joy. Is she kidding?
she had a, I don't know if we have the picture, a tuning fork. What is she tuning? I don't understand. Is that, you tune a crystal with a fork?
How much does that
Honey,
cost?
it's about time to throw away Marie Kondo.
That would cost $75.
So what does this say? Do you think Marie Kondo is a phony or what?
I think we need to throw Marie Kondo away.
She wants to make money. She wants to make money.
Yeah.
She's figured it out.
Yeah.
It's capitalism at its
You can
finest.
come to my
right?
house anytime. My house is just a junkyard. The other night, I literally, it's too gross, I won't tell the story. But I found something on the floor that you should never find on your floor.
Really?
And it took me a minute to realize what it was. And
Do you have animals?
This is I have animals and children, yes.
Okay.
It could have been one from anyone.
Well, all right. You've got 3 kids, so it obviously wasn't a used condom.
No.
She also,
Too late for that. Go ahead, Anna. Do you want to say something?
no, I'm good.
Okay, the latest trend. The latest
Used
trend.
condom is really,
The
really
latest
fine.
trend in podcasting is porn. Yeah. More people are listening to X-rated podcasts than ever before. So is hearing it, I think it's, I always said if I could do porn, it would be like I make a CG porn for. Do you mind if I do my joke, Missy? When I would do a porn thing, what is it, a video? Mine would be porn for the blind. So, this is kind of like porn for the blind.
Your porn podcast
Because
would be
you just
lasagna, meatball,
Well, yeah. But
marinara.
So is it more arousing to listen to it or to watch it?
Can I read you one of
Because we
them?
know for a man
God.
it's watching it.
One of the topics is babysitter.
Oh,
You're a babysitter and the kid's dad is late. He's had a stressful night and could use a drink and some company.
That sounds like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, right? And it just made me angry. I was just looking at these things. The other one was eavesdropping. Your mom is throwing a party, and one of her guests, a sexy older man, takes a call outside of your bedroom. You get turned on, spying on him. He catches you.
Can we just talk though about these two with their sexy voices? Sounds to me like they've done this before. Because I'd be like, please throw away the garbage. Ahora.
Some men would like that. It's like an S&M.
Oh, the dominatrix
Yeah,
thing.
I like it.
But podcasts are big now.
But on a serious note, because I have had people in my life that have had a porn addiction, and I think there is something we need to talk about it more. But
Who is this?
just someone in my life that has had a porn addiction, not in my immediate life, but someone that I know.
Tell us more. Tell us more.
No, but what I learned from that is the way you view the world is quite dangerous and not real, and you're never really normal again once that happens to you. So maybe visually seeing it versus hearing it could be a better. If people need this in their life, maybe that's a better option for them. Just from what I've seen, yeah.
Kids are watching porn as early as 13 now.
They don't. Yeah, you get on YouTube. You get it everywhere. I mean, I'm so nervous about this for my own kids.
But you can
can't avoid
listen to it while you're in a boring meeting like we were in yesterday. Remember that long meeting?
Yeah, they're probably listening to it while they're sitting next to me on the plane. One more thing I gotta worry about.
All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back.